I really like about this train is the way it looks. Oh, oh my goodness. So this is what I was worried about. All right, 3rd of December, Jerry Lorenzo released his collection for Adidas under the Fear of God banner. Essentially, it wasn't essential. He's dropped his collection and it's been a bit controversial. Let's get back to this. I got this on the 12th of December, so it came yesterday. I'm not sure when I'm going to release this video, but it came yesterday. But I think what we need to do is open this box. I've had an interesting experience with this. Now, unfortunately, I was a bit silly and I ordered straight away. If you don't know by the accent or have not been following me at all, yeah, you can subscribe if you want. But I'm from the UK, basically. And when I understood that this has been released, I kind of made an impulsive buy, okay? And I bought this straight away because I saw the original shots that were sent, you know, the little taster shots that was shared online, shared on the different media platforms, showing what we expect. And I saw the white ones of the Athletics One basketball, and I was hooked. I thought that was a really nice silhouette. So 3rd of December, when I saw this release, I thought to myself, yep, I'm going to have to buy it because this is something that I've been waiting for. However, I didn't realize, and maybe it was silly me, I didn't do the research. I didn't realize that the Confirm app was also going to release this a day later. If I waited, then I would have saved some money. And if you don't know, you probably know, you've probably seen a lot of videos, but these sneakers, the basketballs especially, the highest priced sneaker on the collection. So this costs me £280. And in the US, it's $250, you know. So £280 is really expensive. However, is it justified? Well, let's have a look and we can see. And we can talk about that, to be honest. Another thing that I done, which was silly, because I wasn't sure and I went to the Fear of God website in order to order these. One, you're looking at the sizing. I didn't do my research, for one. I didn't hear the interviews that Jerry done, which basically said that you should size up half the size. So I didn't do that. So I bought true to size. But what's worse than that is when you go onto the Fear of God website, what is not exactly clear is what sizes you're getting, you know, if it's US size or UK size or whatever other size. All it does, it says size and shows the numbers, okay? I'm a size 9. And I thought to myself, how do I understand if I'm getting a US size 9 or a UK size 9? A US size 9 is smaller in UK size. So I think that's maybe an 8.5 or maybe a 7. So if this is telling me to size up, I'm really worried that this is going to be really small. Oh my goodness. So this is what I was worried about. Here it is. So what we have here is a US size 9. And what that means is that translates into a UK 8.5. It's going to be small. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try. I'm not sure if you've had the experience, but essentially you got a box within a box. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna try and do this as nicely as possible because if I have to resell this, I've already got a bit of damage. Okay, let's pull this out here. All right. Oh, let's pull this out. All right. So everyone talks about the box experience, and it is quite a nice box. You got all this paper, which is quite cool. Ooh, okay. I thought I ripped it. Okay, can remove that. Easy peasy. Very nice box. As you may or may not already know, you got the three stripes, which has the Fear of God touch on it. So it looks quite clean. It's quite raised. Box looks quite nice. Is it worth £280 worth of my money? To be honest, to actually go through it in reality, it's quite nice. It's very nice. So let's lift the lid. Go. There we go. Very nice. Everything feels solid. That's the one thing that I'm getting from this. It feels solid. You know, it actually gives you that designer touch. So again, you have that feeling that this is an expensive shoe because you're getting a real expensive experience. Now, what do we have? We have these silver bags where the trainer's in, and it's just, again, it's quite a nice experience. The only thing that this bag, I mean, to be honest, it does remind me of one of those ration sachets, you know, that you see in the military. That's the only thing. Even though this is meant to be a premium type experience, but yeah, these shiny bags does give me that feeling. Feels nice and solid. It feels nice, and all this is part of the experience. You know, part of Fear of God. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to give you that idea, give you that that understanding that this is not an everyday product. You know, a lot of people said that it was quite heavy, and you know what? It's not that bad, to be honest. It's not as heavy as I thought. But again, I'm assuming that the reason why you got a bit of weight, again, adds to the premium. You know, this is something that Jerry's trying to do. I think he mentioned it in his interview. He calls this humble chic. And I like that.
Do you call it quiet luxury? No, I don't like that term, but you know, maybe humble chic or something.
But what do we have? You can see the upper. Upper is prime knit. So it's prime knit and it's fused with TPU overlay. So they call it no-sew TPU overlay, which is interesting. So I'm assuming that it's got limited stitching, and you can see, you know, it's not so much stitching. There is stitching, don't get it twisted, there's stitching, but it's limited stitching. You can see that it's fused over this point here, and you can see the TPU that goes around. This is some of the details, some of the thinking that has been done by Jerry and his team to make the shoe what it is. All these little details builds to get you to where this is at this moment in time. So these rope laces as well, which is quite thick and nice. You have this cage, well, it's been inspired from the Adidas Predators, and I remember them from when I was a young lad, and this was being promoted by Beckham, and I remember the Predators. So I do remember this style of Adidas stripe. Jerry and his team must have spotted this, or Jerry spotted this, and they thought, yeah, this is it. This is what I want. And also the fact that you have a matte finish, and then you got a gloss around the edges. Again, detail, you know, someone has to think about that. Someone spent time looking at it thinking, is that right? Does that work for this trainer? You got the neoprene sock at the front, or neoprene around the ankle. So you got the lace lock, which you can find here. And then you have the three stripes, Fear God style. These, interesting, the shape itself. So a lot of people are saying that this has a similar shape to some of the old Nike Fear of Gods that was done before he moved over to Adidas. And I would say, okay, I can see that. You can definitely see his signature. But do you remember the EQT basketball? If you remember the EQT basketball, and I'll show a picture there, then you will say that actually, that don't look too far from this, you know, with the sloped front toe box, you know, to an edge, with the thick midsole, you know. So this is a cup sole, midsole. So surrounding the midsole is rubber, and then you can see this line here. So you can see that there's a bit of, you got a bit of height here actually. You got a bit of height, but what's in between that and this is, they call it light strike cushioning. I think light strike cushioning you can find in some of the running shoes, and you can find it in some of the basketball shoes. So even though this is not officially a basketball boot, it has some technology that is used in current basketball with current basketball shoes. I wouldn't use it personally as a basketball boot, but I suppose this is something that you might consider. But for 280 quid, I'm damn not using it for basketball. I'm using it for a lifestyle shoe, and I'm hoping it's going to last for quite a while. With these, I would say, yeah, I agree. Size up, half a size, and you'll get that extra bit of comfort. But it does still feel snug. What I do think is happening as well with these 8.5s, I thought, let me put the thickest sock, because if I put the thickest socks and I still can fit into it, then maybe I might be comfortable with thinner socks. But first port of call is I'm going to see if I can get another pair. All right, I'm going to interject here. I tried on the 8.5 and it's a no go, solid no. Do not downsize. Yes, you do have a bit of give in the toe. I found that my toe was right at the end and I could wear it still. However, because of the structure of the trainer, it is solid. It almost feels like a wooden clog. No movement. That shoe is one with your foot. I ended up going back to Adidas, and I went to the Adidas in Oxford Street, and I couldn't exchange it, unfortunately, but I had to buy a new one, so I bought the 9.5s. Makes a big difference. Half a size up, definitely, 100%. I wore them yesterday to go shopping, and I was done over 15,000 steps, and it was okay. I didn't have a problem. My feet wasn't starting to hurt towards the end. It was actually comfortable enough. The shoe is a solid shoe, don't get me wrong, but that half a size up makes a difference. All right, I thought I'll just give you an update. Okay, we'll carry on with the video. I'm not sure that this trainer is the type of trainer that you can wear with anything and everything. You know, you have to be quite specific, very intentional to pair your clothes up with this. Now, with the athletics line, you can see there's a lot of baggy, really baggy clothes. Oh, it looks very baggy, so very loose fitting, which is fine. But I feel that I'm quite a big bloke, you know, I'm not a small bloke, and having baggy, extremely baggy stuff will make me frumpy, and I don't want to be a big and frumpy. So I try to wear more tailored, let's say tailored clothing. Now, I'm not sure this training is going to work with tailored clothing, tailored trousers, but I'm going to give it a go. But this is something that has been on my mind. The trainer itself, it's such a good looking trainer. It's very good looking trainer. However, because it's such a good looking trainer, I'm worried that I might not have anything in my wardrobe, you know, to pair up with this to see if that works. But I'm going to give it a go, you know. I'm going to wear a couple things. You let me know if this works. You let me know if it doesn't work. And yeah, be nice. That's all I can say. Be nice. As I said, I really should be crying because the amount of money I spent on this is amazing, and it's the wrong size. This is crazy. But on the confirmed app, it was £220. So I could have made a saving of about £163, you know, if I bought it from the confirmed app. So yeah, kind of made that mistake. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of this sneaker. If you liked what I wear, let me know. If you didn't like what I wear, also let me know. But thank you for watching. Until the next video.